We're here at the Arts Theatre Leicester Square with the wonderfully talented actor, writer, director, Nathaniel Martello-White. Nathaniel, thank you so much for joining us in conversation with Complex Woman magazine.
Pleasure.
So Nathaniel, you're currently starring in Edward II at the National Theatre. I've seen the production. I have to say, and I've said in my review, that I think it's a production that will divide opinion. You play the role of Spencer. I was really uncomfortable watching you play that role because the discomfort came from the playing of it. I really recognised that character. He was the friend of the king. Tell me how you came to play him in that particular way.
Yeah, I kind of thought of him as this guy who's like a opportunist. You know, he's the type of dude. I don't even know if he's even gay or not in that. I think if he needed to, excuse my language, but have sex to get to the top,
right,
you know, he would do it, whether it was a guy or a girl. He's that amoral. Right. Is the way I saw him. And I know a lot of people that I grew up with, we used to call them hangers-on. I like the character because he's quite, you know, what's the word? He's quite rebellious and and I think the King, Edward, had a kind of thing for alpha male men. Right. So that he's the type, I think Spencer knew that. So when he comes in the room, he's the type of guy that would just kind of ignore you for a bit, even if you were the king. Yeah. And that in itself became attractive. So, and I actually think, even though he's a friend of a friend, I think he's that lawless that if the opportunity arose for him to sit in the throne himself, you know, he'd do it within a heartbeat and take control. Yeah. And I think I read up on a lot on him. He was actually, you know, a real person that existed, and he had a reign of terror after Gaveston is killed, and he basically massacred villages, raped and pillaged. He did all sorts of like really messed up things and had a really gruesome death. So I had a lot of source material.
So Nathaniel, you went to RADA, the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts. Well done you. Tell me what you think the importance of training and going to an institution such as this is for an actor.
For me, it's like about longevity. If you just wanna play hoodies in urban projects, then yeah, you can just roll up and do that. But I think if you want to have a career, if you want to go to America, if you want to kind of be up there with the likes of the Denzels and the Marlon Brandos of this world, you need to train. Right. You know, I mean, it's like a professional footballer not having any training, trying to roll up and get in the first team. That's the way I see it. You know, I found my training was incredibly hard. I had a good time. I partied a lot, but hell of a lot. But I suppose I got in and I thought, yeah, you know, I've got into RADA, so I must be a really good actor. And then I spent a lot of the time getting broken down and getting told, no, you're doing it wrong. You need to be more relaxed. You need to be more versatile. Because I kind of went in with this Brixton edge of, I'm a raw actor. That used to be my angle, you know, so the massive afro and a leather jacket and kind of turn up.
Okay, hopefully we'll get some shots.
Yeah, there's some of that.
We'll share that with the viewers.
There's some of that.
Big afros.
Yeah. But then I don't know. I suppose you kind of acting and being an artist is very much about like yielding to all parts of you. And I think there's no way I would have been able to play at the National Theatre or the RSC had I not gone to RADA. And now I feel like if I needed to play a part in Top Boy, you know, if that was required of me, then I could. But as well, I could also play Hamlet or Edmund, you know, if that was required of me. So, yeah.
So, Nathaniel, what's next for you?
Well, there's a lot of exciting things in the pipeline. I'm waiting confirmation on, I've written 2 new plays. So I'm waiting confirmation. I got commissioned by the Young Vic to write another play. So I've written this like massive family drama about my family, which should maybe explain a lot about me. And that hopefully should be going on next year. And then I've also waiting to hear on another play at the Royal Court that I've written for them. So, and then I'm working on a film at the moment, and so we're kind of in development, and we're just developing the script. And that will be something I act in and direct. So trying to catch up with Noel Clarke, but do it my way.
You've got a few irons in the fire. Then
yeah.
Make sure you let us know.
I will,
Complex Woman magazine first, all right?
Definitely.
Okay, well, Nathaniel Martello-White, it's an absolute
Pleasure.
My
pleasure. Thank you.
'Cause it's life. Catch a vibe on the feelings live. Don't wanna lose it. Oh, yeah. Catch a vibe on the feelings live. Don't wanna lose it. Catch a vibe on the feelings.